Welcome to Your Biz, Your Rules, the podcast for business-minded go-getters hosted by me, your favourite brain and biz coach, Dara Paddy. This is the spot for those of you ready to blend heart and head, woo and do, income and impact, change and chill, and so much more. So grab yourself a cuppa and let's get started. Welcome to episode 204 of Your Biz, Your Rules. In this show, I'm going to be sharing a little ritual to really help you get the most out of the month ahead. I would highly recommend you bookmark this episode and come back to work through it again and again at the start of every new month. Now, I love a new month. It always gives me that fresh notebook feeling that I adore so much. Now, but having said that, I don't necessarily believe that you have to leave it to the start of a new month, a new quarter, or a new year to be able to make any kind of change in your life. But I do think it always offers a nice opportunity to reflect on what's been going on and to figure out what, if anything, needs tweaking. It's very, very easy to keep coasting along, doing what we've always done, but if we're being honest with ourselves, is that what is going to help us get what we want? Not likely. If we want to see a real change, that has to be reflected in us first. And it starts with one single act. We simply decide. We decide that now is the time we draw a line in the sand. We decide that now is the time to start acting in alignment with everything we say we want from our lives and from our businesses. So what is it that you want? What is it that you want to feel? What is it that you want to see? What is it that you want to be surrounded by? How do you want your relationships to be? How do you want your daily workload to be? Don't be afraid to settle on something that feels big and distant from where you are now. And equally, don't be afraid to choose something that feels small or borderline insignificant. You want what you want, and that's it. So how do we start getting into alignment with all of these delightful dreams? Well, if you can answer the next 3 questions that I'm about to ask, you will have that clarity, you will have that plan of attack. So press pause if you need to, grab yourself a notebook, grab yourself a journal, and start just writing out your answers to these questions. Now, I'm going to give you some additional prompts and some suggestions that you can take or you can leave. What's most important is that you listen to the question and answer it for yourself. So, question number 1. What are you no longer accepting about yourself and about the world? What are you no longer accepting about yourself and about the world? Are you no longer accepting feeling drained by the people who surround you? The popular way to run a business is the only way. That sales and putting yourself out there is difficult for you. That when someone is seeking what you do, they'll choose to go somewhere else. That your opportunities are limited by your follower count. That you can't change your mind in your own business. That exhaustion and apathy are the norm. That frustration of comparing yourself to other people. The people that you really want to help can't afford to work with you. Your own self-doubt. Your old workaholic ways. That you can't get exactly what you want without burning out. What is it that you are no longer accepting? When you are clear on what you are no longer available for, what you are no longer willing to tolerate, it all becomes so much easier to walk away from. Okay, let's move on to question 2. What are you claiming and celebrating? This is about the stuff that you've already achieved or the things you're in the process of creating. When we set new intentions, it often feels like we should be burning down everything that came before, but that is not the case. You have been laying down some very important foundations with every single thing that you have done so far. Tossing it all out of the window now helps nobody. So claim the wins you've experienced and celebrate the support that you've been given. It is all leading to you to where you want to be. So, are you claiming and celebrating daily voice notes from clients sharing wins? All of the amazing humans who have been referred to you by happy clients? How even your free content changes lives? That you're surrounded by friends who are invested in seeing you succeed? That you have this amazing, endless source of ideas? That payment that keeps pinging your way, your recommitment to health and happiness, all of the epic courses or containers you've created. What is it that you are claiming and celebrating? Okay, now it's time for the third question to give you the clarity you need to have the best, most focused month yet. What are you demanding? What are you demanding? And I get that the word demand is forceful, but we're not here to faff around. We are here to be direct, to ask for what we want. Because if we don't, we can't get mad when we don't get it. So what are you demanding? Are you demanding a workload that inspires you? Are you demanding collaborations that excite you? Are you demanding even more fabulous wins from your clients? Are you demanding profound conversations in the DMs? Are you demanding new friends and connections that find you in unexpected ways? Are you demanding next level engagement on your free content? Are you demanding a whole bunch of new clients that share every single one of your values? Are you demanding a chilled way of being and working? Are you demanding your best ever month in business? Are you demanding a rejuvenating amount of sleep? Are you demanding positive surprises around every corner? Whatever comes to you is absolutely perfect, so pull out your journal and answer these questions for yourself. To recap, question number 1, what are you no longer accepting about yourself and about the world? Question number 2, what are you claiming and celebrating? Question number 3, what are you demanding? Don't judge what you write, just let the words flow, and when you're done, revisit your pages with a clear mind. You might want to make yourself a cup of tea first, walk away, and then come back later. Everything you've written has helped you see what needs your attention over the next 30 days, and it's also given you a lot of clarity on the kind of support you might need as you go. When you look at that list of what you're no longer tolerating, you will see that you have a handy-dandy list of thoughts, beliefs, judgments, behaviors, all of this stuff that you get to release now. It might be that you can do that alone, or it might be that you'd like to work with a coach or healer to root out some of those tougher truths. When you look at that list of victories, you'll see a whole bunch of tactics that you'd like to replicate, mastery you'd like to deepen, areas where you could use some automation or delegation perhaps. Pay attention to all that insight so that you can have even more to claim and celebrate this time next month. When you look at that list of demands, you are going to be seeing in black and white exactly what it is that you want. No arguments. Now is your time to prioritize those things. If you have some quick wins there, run with them, pick up some momentum. If there are bits you're less sure on, focus on getting some help as soon as you can. And if the help you desire is Dara-shaped, let's talk. I have a few one-to-one spots left for the year, so book yourself in for a no-strings chemistry chat to see if we've got the right kind of vibes to work together by going to darapaddy.com/breakthrough or hit the link in the show notes, and we'll have a chilled mini coaching session just to see if we are the right fit. Now, your challenge for this week is to follow through with these 3 questions. So grab that journal, answer them now, and just see what comes out. Bonus points if you jump onto Instagram and share your biggest aha moment. Don't forget to tag me so I can come give you some love and cheerleading when you do. And spoiler alert, in next week's episode, I'm going to be sharing some of the tricks and tools I'm using to manage my mind, my time, and my energy in 2022. I'll see you there. Thank you for listening to Your Biz, Your Rules. I know that we all like to listen to podcasts, watch videos, read articles or books or posts on Facebook and not really do anything with that information. So I want to challenge you right now. I want to challenge you to take something from this episode, anything, and use it to spark action. Use it to activate some kind of change in the way you work and the way you live. Do yourself this service today and tell me all about it on Instagram. Hop over, shoot me a DM or share an Instagram story showcasing what action you are taking thanks to this episode. And of course, do all of the usual things. Subscribe, leave a review, let me know how much you love the show, and I will be back with you next week.